Hello, my Taurus friends, and thank you for joining me, Karen Barney, Karmic One Tarot, bringing you your October 2020 general forecast. Please remember, general readings are just that. They are meant for many. So check your moon and also rising signs for any additional messages. What's going on in the lives of my Taurus friends? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? And how do they get through October well? Let's see what's happening for my Taurus friends, please. October of 2020, Taurus. Thought I heard one, yes. The Four of Cups. The Three of Swords. And the Six of Wands. What's happening for my Taurus friends? Taurus, October. The Knight of Cups, the Chariot, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, my Taurus friends, is the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So you've got a good plan, a solid plan, but I don't know, there seems to be a little bit of a situation around it that you need to recognize. Maybe your offer, when it was presented, as presented, is being overlooked, and that's painful for you. I think there will be the recognition that you require, that you desire. You will have victory, and someone's going to really shine the light on it. You know, you may have exposure through someone that you speak to. The Five of Pentacles, you know, I think you're trying to overcome whatever financial lack there was, and nobody's noticed what you've now put forward. This could have been a long-held dream that you are now setting out, and it's been overlooked. Are you overlooking something because it was too difficult? Did you just like gloss over it? The Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So you may have in fact ceased communication, but I think, you know, I think that there is a truth in what you've spoken here, and that the change is going to come in. I think there's a financial uptick for you, my Taurus friends. How is this coming in? It's coming in quickly here with the Chariot card, but you're on a divinely led path here. So try not to let this sway you here. What's happening for my Taurus friends? What is it that you may have overlooked? What is the disappointment that's here? The sorrow, the sadness with the Three of Swords, the difficulty. Elephants never forget. You may have moved past it, but you have not forgotten. And you may recognize how it is going to affect moving forward in this. You know, your ideas have changed. Your dreams have changed. As a result of this disappointment. Here you are jumping out of the deck here, my friends, the Taurus card, the Hierophant, the commitment. You've been disappointed in a commitment, and now I think you have changed to something new, doing your own thing, finding your own path, what the plan is for you here. Tell me about the Four of Cups, please, for my Taurus friends. What is the disappointment? The Three of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So there is a lack here. Now that could mean that you're missing people that you work with, and you know, you glossed over their emotions perhaps, and you know, now you're disappointed perhaps in yourself about the fact that you maybe didn't recognize what they were going through and didn't offer a solid plan, a solid commitment for them to move forward on a destined path here. The Five of Pentacles is, of course, financial lack too, and I do believe that you are, you might be glossing over a situation that is not so hot right now, and putting on maybe a different face for people in your world with your financial situation. You do have a plan. I think you're committed to a big dream, something that you've been looking for for quite some time, something that you have been trying to put out. Perhaps if it's your project, put out for a while. This is something you've been holding on to. Now, this could, of course, be a relationship offering as well. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe there was an interference situation, and you know, that was kind of glossed over, and that really did cause some pain and sorrow. But I think you recognize the path of how to handle that if that's the case. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Where is the disappointment and the sorrow coming in from my Taurus friends? You know, put away but not forgotten. Tell me about the Three of Swords. How are you going to move past that? Six of Wands. I think you recognize where the issues were. I think you recognize exactly what the difficulties were. How do you recognize that? Tell me about the Three of Swords for my Taurus friends. You recognize, I think you recognize that they have to end. Recognize that you have to put those behind you and find that bright spot in your future. It's coming right here. Now the Hermit is, of course, Virgo, and I have the Chariot card as Cancer here. And our Knight of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and of course the Knight of Pentacles, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Here you are, though, the Hierophant, the teacher. Who are you going to school? Who are you schooling on this? The Hierophant is also structure, a very structured environment. And I think that, you know, if this was glossed over, if this financial situation has kind of been minimized for people in your circle, then it's time for you to really structure something different so that you can move out of whatever this situation is. Does that mean move out of a situation? Could be. Making plans to move your finances around so that you can achieve this goal. But the transition is, the sadness is here as a result of this ending. And the Magician. Bringing it around to your benefit here, my friends, using every tool at your disposal, your willpower, your strength, your actual physical tools, and being able to see 2 steps, 3 steps ahead. I think that's what this bright light is here for the Hermit. You've got to choose your path and choose it based on the projections that you're making, not necessarily where you are. All right, Abraham Hicks is all about speak the story into existence. So tell the story the way you want it. Shine the light on the path that you want and move toward that. But you've got to be committed to it if that's what your positive intentions are. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do any work because you're speaking it into existence, but you've got to believe it. You've got to believe in yourself. Here's the Fool card, taking that leap of faith, that long-held belief that you could do this. So whatever it is that's going on in your life, it is going to set you down a new path, a new adventure. I've got the Fool and the Magician, the 0 and the Ace. So you may be starting from scratch in a solo situation if this relationship thing didn't work out very well. You know, it was a disappointing situation, but you've recognized now where the light at your end of the tunnel is, what your goal is. And I do believe that is your recognition of your feelings in a situation and how you were committed to it and what the plan is or was and how you're going to move forward here from it. With the Chariot card, tell me about the Knight of Cups. What is the dream my Taurus friends have? I think you're going to be stepping away here, my Taurus friends. That's our 4 of Swords. That is rest, recovery, healing. You know, if you are stepping away, you're going to take a breather. You're going to take some time before you make another move. And before you really, you know, shine, you're going to take some time out to shine that light on where you want to go, where this new adventure is leading you. You've got a lot of things to put in place, a lot of structures to organize and put in play, because, you know, just because you have a goal doesn't mean that you automatically get there. There are a lot of steps along the way, and right now the finances are not necessarily where they should be, where you want them to be. How do you commit to this? How do you heal this? What move do you make? The 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is a generosity or a connection. It can be an actual payout. So someone may be paying you to move, paying you to travel, paying you to perhaps move out of a property, paying you to move. You may be getting paid when you sell the property, and that's a disappointing thing. You maybe didn't get enough money for it, but you know that it's time for you to move on regardless, because you have that goal, that long-held vision, and you really need to catch your breath. Perhaps it was a little bit overwhelming, not having enough to keep this home moving. Queen of Wands. I think your focus is now on the generosity around you and how it's coming in and going out. I think your focus is also on this new path for yourself, my Taurus friends. This is, again, the Virgo card, but, you know, it's introspection, intuition. It is, again, looking 3 and 4 steps ahead, shining that lantern very brightly on the path ahead of you. What are the pitfalls that you might have glossed over? What is there something that you might have missed? Is there going to be this disappointment again? I think that you recognize this is behind you, and it's time for you to cut loose and move freely and be able to trust your own abilities here and what you want to manifest. Tell me about the Hermit card, please. Tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here for my Taurus friends? And there is the Hermit coming out. So I think they're telling me that what I've just said about our Hermit is exactly what it is. Your intuition, your willpower, your strength, and being able to see 2 and 3 steps ahead. That is your path here, my Taurus friends. Make sure you keep an eye open because you don't want to come into this situation again. And there are some pitfalls. There are some hazards on your path here. So take care with your plan. You may have to adjust, and there may be a time where, you know, things are a little bit short, things are a little bit tight, but you are going to accomplish your goal here with the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to get to where you are very comfortable in what you're doing, and that is truly on your path here. But there's a decision here, the Ace of Swords, and it is a real clarity that comes in. That's the recognition that we have here. Clarity that I think you have to start fresh. Clarity that you may have to start over, but it's not a you may have to start fresh, but you know, it's about being true to yourself too. It's about seeing your vision and bringing it through, because right here is this is a dream for you. And while you may need to catch your breath when you commit to this, you're going to see very clearly where you're going. And again, 2 and 3 steps ahead here, my Taurus friends. Trust that you're in the right place at the right time. I didn't go this far before. Trust that you're in the right place at the right time here with our Star card, the Aquarius card. Things are going to be opening up for you. And here we have that abundance, that 10 of Pentacles, security, fertility, and real generosity here. So you're focused on balancing the scales of generosity, making things right if it was a financial issue. How are we going to do that here? Never give up. My 9 of Wands. This is, you know, standing firm, having a backbone, not backing down when, you know, when you're faced with opposition, still holding your stance, the courage of your convictions, whatever it is you're focused on balancing, whether it's financial or even emotional here, the 3 of Swords, that difficulty, there is a fresh new beginning coming in for you as long as you stand firm and have people meet the standards that you set. Now, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is always successful. We may have said that, but he is someone that is flexible in his plan as long as he can be on the same trajectory, okay? He may have to jog left or right or, you know, pause for a minute here before he moves forward with his plan, but that doesn't mean that he's given up. It just means that he's catching his breath, he's getting his balance, and he's finding peace with where he is. It's about having a little bit more patience, I think, with yourself as well here, my Taurus friends. Temperance, card of Sagittarius. Anything further here for my Taurus friends for October, please? Thank you. The Page of Cups. You've got good news, happy thoughts coming in for you, my Taurus friends. So while it may have been difficult here and you might have glossed over whatever it is that's going on here, causing this disappointment, the news that's coming in is going to allow you to catch your breath and is going to be, I think, a supportive energy for you, a happy energy for you in October. Let's see what the wisdom of the hidden realms has to say for my Taurus friends, October of 2020. One card, please. One card for the Taurus people. Thank you. The Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. Well, I think that's what we talked about here, you know. Take a breather if you need to, my friends, but you are definitely finishing something, moving toward your goal, and starting fresh of your own volition, of your own doing. Taking a leap of faith in yourself, trusting that you are, in fact, in the right place at the right time, and you have the proper tools to bring about this resurrection and surrender to change. Now, Don't forget, don't be too fierce. Courage of your convictions, absolutely, you want what you want, but sometimes you have to jog a little bit to get where you want to go. Patience, okay? Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to connect with me, all of my details are in the description box below. Speak to you tomorrow. Thank you.